Good day. I hope you all are well, and I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. So, right now, I'm going to be going into AUD/USD, and I'll just be going through a couple of pairs and how we could have found ourselves trading over the course of the evening, over the course of Asian session. So, over here, as you can see, you know our strategy, and it's very simple and straight to the point as well. All you do, it's from 8 p.m. to quarter past 8, and over there, you will draw a box, and that is of course the time zone of UTC plus 2. So wherever you may be in the world, all you have to do is just align the time correctly to UTC plus 2, 8 p.m. to 8:15, and from there on out you'll be able to get the perfect box for you to start trading. Now the rules are very simple. The rules are you would normally just place a horizontal line on the top of the box and a horizontal line on the bottom part of the box to keep the phrases clean and simple and easy to understand. So when price breaks above the horizontal line on top of the box, you would place a buy with your stop loss being right below the bottom of the box if you place in the buy, and you have your risk to reward to be 1 to 1. And contrary to that, if price breaks below the box, you would therefore then place a sell with your stop loss being right above the box. And I'll show you some examples of buys and sells and how you would implement this particular trading strategy. And it's very simple, to the point, and I can assure you it definitely finds itself working more than 5 times out of 10 trades. So you would have a win ratio of 60%, probably over the course of 2 weeks. Of course, as you are placing one trade per day, you would have to do so on one asset pair, and only then will you find yourselves at least winning 6 out of 10 for the 10 trades that you do find yourself executing. So, with that out of the way, with you understanding exactly how to trade, of course, you might want to go ahead and just replay the part in which I explain the method. And I can assure you, it's very easy to understand. There's no way you cannot understand it if you don't. And if you still don't understand it, please leave a comment down below, and I'll find myself getting to the comment and explaining in depth with regard to how to go about the trading method and the trading strategy. Alternatively, if you want more personalized replies, you're welcome to send me a message. My contact details are in my YouTube channel's description. Likewise, you can go to my Instagram channel. You can find a way to get in touch with me, and I am more than happy to assist you with regard to this. Anyways, with that being the case, this was AUD/USD. This was the trade setup that occurred over the course of today. Unfortunately, I'm not able to really go live and show you all how to actually trade. I did not live stream early on at 10:15. I probably should though from now on, but I did not live stream from 10:15. Unfortunately, this one is a little bit late. It's literally 25 past 9 where I am, and I am in South Africa. So just to make life a lot easier, the reason why I put a horizontal line so that you're able to see when price breaks above or below the box. You can use a horizontal ray. You can use a trend line and just extend it to the right. However you prefer to draw on your charts, however you prefer to mark up your charts, it's entirely up to you. I just prefer the horizontal line. And then since price broke above the box, you're now going to place a buy upon the break of the candle. We are on the 1 minute time frame, as you can see, and you just have a risk to order 1 to 1. If you want to have a risk to order 1 to 2, you can, but I won't advise it. I will always advise 1 to 1 because 1 to 1 is more, it has a more higher probability of price hitting your take profit. So that was NZD/USD. I will literally just go over the course of the day and the trading opportunities that occurred over the course of the Asian session from 8 p.m. to 8:15. So you will notice that I do prefer USD quoted pairs, but I will show you a couple of pairs that are not USD quoted pairs and they will normally sell. So for the USD quoted pairs, we find ourselves having more buys. We had quite a bullish evening over the course of this evening. As you can see over here, where did we break? We broke on this candle. See that candle over there, that big candle. This one, unfortunately, it did not break. It may have broken if you were to really look carefully, but I would rather wait for a clean break. Although it will compromise your risk to reward for a little bit, however, I can assure you, better to be safe than sorry. Make sure that you know it's a break to the upside and not perhaps a fake out, which can occur if that break isn't nice and strong. And normally you kind of want to see a fair value gap as price breaks above, so that you know we are running away. There's a lot of bullish momentum pushing price to the upside, especially when price is breaking above the box. And likewise, the opposite is true if it were to be a sell. And of course, here was a one-to-one risk to reward. It's a fantastic trade, and you made some good bucks on that particular trade opportunity. Next up, I'm going to go into Euro USD. I think I'll maybe tackle the index. Apologies. I'll tackle the stock index next. Maybe I'll tackle US 30. And then I'll show you maybe a commodity after that too, just to diversify the asset class so that you guys are able to see how this method works in whatever asset class you choose. I won't really recommend it on cryptocurrencies. It does work occasionally. However, I don't have the back-tested data to confirm that it actually works reliably on cryptocurrencies. Here's Euro USD. We had a beautiful buy opportunity once again. You can see at your break over here, it was right over there. As you can see, I'm going to place my horizontal line. And you'll see that break. There we go. There's that break. There's that close. We even came down to have a retest for a nice long opportunity. The downside with this particular method is that you have to be at the charts, staring at the charts, and you cannot take a break because you might just miss that break. And if you miss the break, you're going to compromise your risk to reward. And if you were, for example, broke here, you waited a few minutes to take your trade, you would have seen that you would have still have been in this particular position, running up to your take profit as we speak. So yeah, definitely something that you have to consider. You have to take that into consideration. You need to make sure that you are at the charts, analyzing, just watching the charts so that you know when to enter in. And also, if you suspect, like for example, by 28 minutes past 8, you could have already have thought to yourself, look, there might be a potential for a buy, opportunity to potentially occur over here. With that being the case, you should already have your MetaTrader 4 open, ready to execute your position based on this current particular, this current, this current risk to reward of 6.9 pips, or 69 points. So of course you need to make sure that you have that ready and waiting for you. Otherwise, you will miss it. And if you miss it, as you can see right now, if you have your risk reward of perhaps 75 points, you would still have been waiting for this particular trade to take profit. So it is important to just make sure that you get that nitty-gritty out of the way. You make sure that it's always the semantics that really can mess up a trade for you. And because this is a scalping method, you need to make sure it not only is your spread on point, but also if of course your spread is one of the most important parts of this. But just making sure that your trade execution is 100% on point. And especially in the live market, you can find issues like with your spread and selecting the correct broker that can actually provide you with almost like a zero spread account. That's the best option. Alternatively, if you don't want to utilize a zero spread account, at least having a spread that's going to position yourself favorably so that you don't lose a decent amount of money when you are scalping. That's one point. But okay, so over here, as you can see on US 30, it was a beautiful opportunity. It was much more than a one-to-one risk to reward. I'm quite certain that our SMC traders would have certainly have spotted this liquidation and creating this low over here, liquidating this low and having it run to the upside. I don't teach that method because it's too complicated for beginners, especially. And I just don't prefer it because you know what? You're not always going to find yourself getting or entering into a trade that's going to run with a risk reward of at least 1 to 5, 1 to 6, for example. It's just unfortunate that the method that I'm teaching you is only a one-to-one risk to reward. However, the quantity and the amount of trades that you're able to take per day is one, and you are guaranteed one trade per day. There's very rarely a chance where you don't have a trade opportunity. That's normally during a public holiday in the US, or a public holiday in whatever particular asset pair or and country and country currency that you are trading in. So yeah, like for example, if you're trading um, GBP AUD, for example, and there might be some type of holiday in AUD, and yeah, you just don't have that movement that you really are looking for. So once again, semantics, but as you go through it, I can tell you that there aren't as much public holidays as there are trading days, so you don't need to worry about that too much. I will now head over to AUD, NZD. It's a good pair. Nice sell over here, as you can see. We're fairly range bound though, over the course of a year, and we can even see at New York session buy opportunity that occurred over here. What a beautiful buy. It was straight into a sell, and it's just so absolutely amazing, and I'm so chuffed with this particular asset pair. It's moving so well, and I'm so happy with regard to that. With the Forex minor pairs, it kind of does qualify as a major, but with the minor pairs, your spread on whatever brokerage you may be using, it normally does find itself to be a lot more bigger. In other words, the price that you pay to enter into a trade on this particular asset pair, it might be larger than entering on an asset pair with that has more liquidity. That has more people entering buy and sell orders. So yeah, that's just the downside to the Forex minor pairs, even though they really move quite well and you can make some good bucks on them. Unfortunately, you do end up spending more on spread. So that's the downside. But here's AUD NZD. Once again, you can see that was we broke, and that's why I put my sell position tool over there at that break of that candle at 20 par. AUD plus 2. Let's go to AUD JPY perhaps. I love AUD pairs as well, as they move quite well. They are slightly slower compared to the other counterparts. There's 8 major currency pairs in the Forex market. And as you know, AUD USD, or the AUD pair in general, is one of that 8. And apparently it's actually the slowest moving of the 8. So yeah, this was actually very, very tight, as you can see over here, but we managed to smack our take profit just a couple of moments ago. 20 past, 25 past 9. Of course, it is now 25 to 10 UTC plus 2. So that's fantastic. Beautiful opportunity. I'm just going to place my horizontal ray over there. As you can see, the price broke above, and my horizontal ray at the bottom, and it broke over there, and you can see we just ran all the way up to our take profit. A beautiful trade, absolutely fantastic. Your spread probably would not have allowed you to close this position, but you would have closed it manually, because by the time you were at that particular position, you're already like, you know what, let's take profit now. No, there's no need for you to hold this particular position any further, because you've already made your 80 pips that you are looking to make, your 80 points that you are looking to make. So that's AUD/JPY. I will go on to a Euro AUD. And Euro AUD is a fantastic pair. Here is an example of a sell position. I think I did show you one sell position prior to this. I think I did. I have something incorrect. If I am incorrect, the one now is the chance that you get to see this one. So over here, as you can see, I'm going to place my sell position to neatly and accurately. As you can see over there, we broke below, into the sell, and you ran to our take profit. Clean, simple, to the point. Yesterday we had a couple of SLs. The day prior to that we had a couple of SLs, but today we're having a clean sheet on almost every single asset pair that I find myself trading. that I suggest that we find ourselves trading, we are having quite a clean run through at the moment. And with Euro NZD, once again, a beautiful run through over here. And it's just so fantastic to see all these pairs just hitting our take profit. Clean price action. And for the month of January, I'm quite surprised. I do know that in 2021, January's price action was quite unfortunate. 2022, not too bad, especially with AUD USD at FER. Last year, I was only trading AUD USD. But 2021, oh my word, stock indices. I thought it was one of the worst Januaries I've ever had. But you know what? We recover, we get back on our feet. February of 2021 was one of the best months. But once again, here we are. Euro NZD, a beautiful sell opportunity, and some good money that was made today. Fantastic. I think what I will do is I will end off with GBP AUD. And GA, as you can see, we were in a sell. We're still at our entry. When I see this type of price action, I will normally find myself just discarding the position. I just find myself, I'm done. I'm not going to find myself trading. Even though we ran quite nicely in profit over there, as you can see with that run, this particular type of reversal, especially coming off a fair value gap over here, we are ready to distribute. Because of course, as you can see, we had a manipulation phase. We broke up, upside, downside, up and downside. We finally trading into a level of fair value. And after us trading into the level of fair value, we are potentially now ready to distribute. And with that being the case, if we draw a trend line, as you can see there, we break this trend line, this thing's gonna upside. That's a little bit of price action, some discretionary type of price action trading, which I don't like teaching my clients because it just confuses them when they don't see something as clean as this. This is like very, very, very clearly a range bound market that we broke below. We're thinking that we are going to sell. It's a sell trap, and it's just not going to be very nice for new traders to find themselves, hurting in a sell trap, thinking it's time to go down, and we go up, and then, oh my word, it's so bad. Anyway, I don't want to do that. I don't want to expose you to such sadness and such unfortunate losses that occur within your trading career. I don't want to. It's something that I can't avoid, but it's something that I don't want to purposefully have you guys undergo. That every guys go through that. It's going to be nice. So here is a level of fair value to some degree there. You might see it on the downside. I'll probably, in this case, with GBP NZD, I'd say you can hold your position because I do believe we still need to come back into this level here. And as a result, the take profit is lining up just perfectly within this level here of fair value. And if we can drop down, then not just be a level of fair value, but also a order block. So I think that this is a valid level. And I think the price can find itself trading below. And eventually, it probably will run into drawdown. If I look left, I see this is the one that I'm not really going to be analyzing here, but I see that level there. We will trade up into this level here, and hopefully from there we can see it onto the downside again. Sucking out the sellers on this level here. There is a fake level of fair value. So as a result of this fake fair value, we will tap right through it, and then hopefully when it is sell first before we run to the downside to our take profit. That's one way for GBP NZD. That's quite a lovely method. I think that will go quite well. And let's end off. I said I'll end off with GA, but I'm going to end off with gold. One of the most popular trading pairs in South Africa. Everybody loves gold for some reason. I know we love gold because of our jewelry, but We love to trade it as well. And fortunately for us, we take profit in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Took your trade, and within 4 minutes, you hit your take profit. I don't know. Is this method overpowered? It might be, but it's absolutely fantastic. And this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm just going to leave it on the screen just to show you all. You know what? Teaching at MGR Forex trading is second to none. In simplicity, in the ability to understand and grasp the topics that I teach. Genuinely, I know every single trader, every single guru, every single mentor of Forex trading company says the same thing, that their method of trading is second to none. But genuinely, I have never come across any trader, and I've seen quite a lot of them, that is teaching something as simple as this and getting the results that I'm able to get. And I think the only way to prove is to go into copy trading, is to go. I don't like signals so much. I prefer copy trading because signals, by the time I send my signal on the trade, it's gone already. So I think copy trading is probably the best way to go about it, because signals, you send a signal, 2 minutes later you want to execute it. The trade is gone. 5 minutes later you would execute, the position is done. So yeah, signals I will not do. I would definitely find myself going into copy trading. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think that's a good way, and it validates anything and any doubts you may have about whether this method works or not. But okay, you know what, guys? Have a fantastic week. Keep well, keep safe, and stay tuned for more live streams. Stay tuned for us to continue killing the financial market. You'll have a good week. Cheers.